Banana man, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a pleasant Saturday. Oh, good man. It's nice to see. What was a frosty one this morning? Jeez. -3. It's about 1 degree now. What, to have a fire? But I've just kept working and kept warm. Hi Annie, you alright? We're just clearing a lot of rotten dead trees really. Just to make room to plant a load of new oaks. Some nice oaks for them. This is on an estate with nice large standard Australian eucalyptus. We've got 2 or 3 eucalyptus. There's a massive eucalyptus over the back there. I don't know if you can see that. But that one there in the distance is a huge eucalyptus in the UK. So you can see that they grow rather well here in the UK. That'll be my mobile data. I'm in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I've just got to clear a few of these smaller ones on the edge here, so then we can have a bit more room to drop a few. Saves me climbing them. If I can get away with not climbing, I will. But the ones on this edge, down by this hedge here, where we've got the laurel, all of these are going to have to be climbed because they're just leaning in the wrong direction really. We might be able to pull 1 or 2 of them over with the track chipper with a bit of weight, but as you can see they all want to go that way. And we've got a few targets outside under there. There's a garage house. So yeah, and being as that some of these really aren't sound at all whatsoever, I think I draw the short straw to climb this one between me and Danny. They've all got really bad tankers and unions. As you can probably might not be able to see, it's a bit dark there, but yeah, all the way along they're pretty gone as trees go. I mean, if they were in the middle of nowhere you'd leave them, but being as that they're on the edge of a boundary, foreseeable. So hello Mike, I remember you on Dave's porch. Yeah, how's it going? All good. Oh, been busy. This is my second Saturday down here basically. So yeah, I think we've had 18 trees out of the 60 that are here. We've got to do another reshape on and reduce on about 20 of them, but then that's that patch done, and then we've got four more patches to do. So yeah, it's going to keep me busy for a little while, certainly up until summer at least. Right, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to take some of these stumps down to ground level so we can get the chipper right the way over there. Hiya Hippie. Hiya Stu. Can you get 21 tree burpees? You would have got them first thing this morning. I've done pretty much all the climbing I'm going to do today. I had to do them first thing, put some ropes up. The ladder just wasn't long enough. I had to get right up there this morning. But yeah, well, we might as well have a quick fag then. Stop for a cigarette. Oh. How's Hippie? You alright? So I've got lovely place today. Look at that. Nice little eucalyptus over the back there. Nice big holm oak. That's a big holm oak. Charminacy. Oh. Oh, we love you too, Stuart. Hey. I'm going to put my visor down because I'm going to get hit with some debris in a minute, I think. Oh. There you go. Oh yeah, that'd be very kind. Thanks, Hippie. You know, it's just starting off for the new year. You know, I thought if I could try and do a couple of lives a week, if it's, you know, an hour, maybe an hour, a couple of hours a week, that'll get my watch time up, bits and pieces. Yeah, well, just the thing is that you get to know why the trees are real. The trees are real is because no work. They were planted too close together, which is what you kind of do first of all when you're in the forestry, because you want the trees to grow quite fast, so they all compete with each other. But at the same process, you've got to thin the trees out so they can get wide. And if you don't thin them out, they get too tall for their root structure. And that's how come 90% of all the trees that fell over in the 80s storm was all due to being too tall. So yeah, a lot of lessons were learned from that. If I go live every day, your watch hours would go up tenfold. Yeah, I realise that. Yeah, I do realise that. The majority of the time I'm in other people's gardens and stuff, you know, but I suppose they won't mind. They won't mind if I'm showing them their garden. But when I come to woodlands and stuff like this, I'm all day. I'm happy to go live all day, really. As long as my batteries will hold. And I'm on 45%, so it's not too bad. A big old machine there. Oh. Right. I've got to take these three little ones down in the corner here, just to give these silver birches some nice space to grow. At the moment, the crowns of these are just coming over the top, and you can see where the branches haven't grown from, they've actually died back on this side. You know, even down to here, this is all dead, just because of the amount of light that's not got in here. So opening it up will actually promote all the rejuvenation on what's left in here, and you'll find the stuff on the floor as well, the fauna and the flora that's actually on there is dormant. It's sitting dormant, and it may be sitting dormant here for the last 10 years. So maybe bluebells, maybe snowdrops, but without the light that gets in here, you won't see them. So with any luck, it would have just nudged everything else what's here as well. There'll be a whole planting plan involved in this. But yeah, the ones that have still got to come out are the ones with the orange dots. So we've got a few of them left over here on this side, and I think they've all got to be climbed and put a rope on. Some of them might have to be taken the tops out because they're all leaning over that side there. So yeah. Hi Daisy. I hope Daisy's alright. Alright. Put you down there. I'll do a couple more. Just for you, Stu, that one. Oh. Hey, hey Jess. I'm in the UK, Jess. On the south coast. Oh. We had frost this morning, -3. -2, -3. And yeah, it's kind of thawed out by 10 o'clock. No, you're over in MD. Across the pond. Oh, I hope you're having a good morning. Yeah, I believe the East Coast were expecting snow this morning, I believe. Well, some areas of New York and Washington. Hello mate, you alright? Hi Tandra. Hey regardation. How's things? Oh yeah, just have a quick 5 minutes talk with what we're going to do this afternoon. Hi Tandra. Oh Kathy. Hi Kathy. Oh. Yeah, thanks guys. We've got a few left to do. There's a couple of fallen ones here. Last of the couple. I'll just put you up here for a second. I'll just carry on chatting for a bit. Right. Let me hook you up here. Hey Levy, DN, who else we got there? Oh, there's Levy. Hey guys, Jambulance, nice to see you. Wow, yeah, right, one more for now, and then we're going to chip up. Hey, one sec. Oh, hi guys. Oh, let's just take this thing off. Oh, it's a good workout. I've got to give Stuart 55 burpees at some stage. What I've got myself into. But considering I do enough work all day, I should be able to do 55 burpees without a problem. Cheers, hippie. Now I just got to hit my tobacco. Bloody got my back here, didn't I? Oh, there it is. That's the thing with forestry. You've you know, it's all about time. Trees have got to grow, but at the same time you've got to treat them nicely, otherwise they overgrow. And the most important thing is about putting the right specimen of tree in the right place. If you don't get that right at the very start, then you end up getting someone like me in to either reduce it because it's too big, close to a building, or over a greenhouse or something. Or if it gets a disease, it's a big tree to deal with. So yeah, it's all about important choices at the very start. And the maintenance of how the tree grows up in the first 5 years is also very important. I could just quickly go through a few of these trees for you and tell you what's wrong with some of the good trees that are in here that are still going to be staying. But if I had my way, there would be management from the very first day that was in here. So if I go to show you these ones, these are sycamores on the corner here. These have got some very low unions. These are what are called unions, where one limb is attached to another limb, union. Now, these little cracks here are what they call elephant ears in the trade, and they come out either side to where the stress mark is. So it's an indication that there's stress here, but also it's an indication that it's put on the right amount of wound, the right amount of cambium to heal the wound, but along the same time it allows pockets of water. And what trees don't like is sitting water. You get bacteria, you get fungus, and then that's it. You can see this is a fungus spore that's over the top here. It will have had an effect with the tree. You can see this is quite soft now. It's literally just peeling away. But being as this is at the corner of the garden, we're going to reduce the height, so we're going to take a bit of the weight off to take some of the strain out of these big weight on either side, and we're going to crown raise, so it's taking the lowest of the lowest limbs that are pulling the tree away from the centre of the crown, to give it a bit of room, a bit of light. But yeah, it's realistically, when that was very mature, very juvenile I should say, I would have cut this limb off at the very start, and then you would have had a stronger union higher up. You can see this lateral split that's going all the way up here. But as I said, you know, it's in a big garden, it's on the edge. The chap the gardeners will be notified about it. I just hate to take a tree out unnecessary for no reason, really. I mean, being as there's no footfall under here, if it was to come down, it would come down in a storm, and 9 times out of 10 people don't go out in storms. So it's kind of, even though it's foreseeable, I can't see it hurting anyone, or there's no targets underneath it, to be honest. It's far enough away. So yeah, I hope everyone is good. I'm just coming up to the hour now, so I'm probably just going to put on the head. I've got to chip all this up, get that last bit chipped up, and we're probably going to call it an early day come 3 o'clock. It gets dark here by about 3:45, and we've got to load all the gear up. It's a bit of a trek to get out of here, to be honest. But yeah, eventful day. Well, I just want to thank everyone else that's here, and I'm sure I shall catch you down the rabbit holes of YouTube. Cheers, Hippie. Thanks for hanging around. I'll give some moderators here. There you go. Where are we? There's Manny. There you go, Manny. I'll put you as a manager. And you, Hippie. There you go, darling. Levy. There you go. I'll give you a mod as well, mate. DN. If you're not here, when you come back, you'll be a mod. Thank you, mate. It's Tandra. I'll give you a mod as well, Tandra. There you go, darling. Right. Hey, Andres. Nice to see you. I hope you're alright. Here, let me give you a blue wrench. There you go. Hey, Mr. JB. There we go. I'll put you in managing mod. You can look after my chats if you're about. Right, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the rat holes of YouTube. Take care, folks. Have a nice day.